Another chance again to discuss with you about our report on how Gabriel Garcia Marquez had influenced the literature of Colombia and other countries in South America. So my name is Rizal. Together with the group 2 members, we're likely to pursue their goals on explaining the content of each slides. So, the legacy of Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
But first, what is magical realism? Magical realism portrays fantastical events in an otherwise realistic tone. It is chiefly Latin American narrative strategy that is characterized by the matter-of-fact inclusion of fantastic or mythical elements into a seemingly realistic fiction.
On to the next slide. What was Gabriel Garcia Marquez known for? He is a well-known Latin American literature author because of his unlimitless ideas about his magical realism novels that gave impacts to his own country, Colombia, especially to Latin America, and influenced other authors around the world.
With his full name, Gabriel Jose de la Concordia Garcia Marquez, with his parents, spent their first 8 years in Aracata, Colombia, with his maternal grandparents, Colonel Nicolas Marquez, who is once a veteran of the War of the Thousand Years in 1899-1903, with Tranquilina Iguaran Cotes de Marquez. Before he began to write his novels, his dedication unto his writing was dedicated to his grandparents' experiences. The story of Aracata and his family that Nicolas had told him were his most important literary sources.
The Marquez influentiality in Latin American literature and culture is that Gabriel Garcia Marquez's short works reflects his ideological positions through 7 themes of death: greed, solitude, religion, decadence, independence, and imagination. He was a Colombian writer associated with the magical genre and narrative fiction and credited with reinvigorating Latin American writing. And with many, like Cuban writer Alejo Carpenter, who influenced Marquez, argued that magical realism was a natural fit for the American because indigenous communities there often did not draw a fix of a line between the natural and supernatural as their European counterparts.
But we will not forget to present at least 2 of his notable written works and within its explanations of mysteries.
Number 1. Gabriel Garcia Marquez was one of the best-known Latin American writers in history. He won a Nobel Prize for Literature, mostly for his masterpiece of magic realism, Cien Años de Soledad, or 100 Years of Solitude.
100 Years of Solitude explores the subjectivity to the realities of each characters. Garcia Marquez dives deep into the character's personality, consciousness, and reactions to the world around them. He also illustrates the uncanny importance of reading and language.
Number 2. News of a Kidnapping is non-fiction book by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It was first published in the Spanish in 1996 with an English translation released in 1997.
Marquez spent his life to make important literary works where his passion for writing remains steadfast and eventually never dies. There is no greater glory than to die for love by Garcia Marquez.